This is the day that the Lord has made. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my live. We're back in my closet. Gotta put clothes away. Maybe we can clear out some things. I don't know. We shall see. What can we do? Happy Saturday. I need to put clothes away so y'all can join me. I will multitask. They're gone. Okay. Where did I put my hanger? No one's here yet. That doesn't go hanging. That doesn't go hanging. I'm giving this away. Okay, so this is the giveaway pile. That needs to go somewhere else. There. Hi, Felix! Actually, I don't keep my socks in here, but I need to put clothes away. Felix, I get my socks from Dollar Tree because I really don't wear socks a lot. So it makes sense for me. I like getting to know you, Felix. Yeah, it's so fun. It's so fun getting to know whoever wants to, open up and be. I know, right? It is rare. You know how you said you're disorganized? Hello, Booby. Hello, AZAR. I'm not necessarily disorganized, but I'm lazy about putting laundry away. I should do it right away. And I put it off. Hello, Winda. Thank you, AZAR, for your description of me. No hangers? Oh no. How? I need hangers. There's not everything gets hung up, but some things do. No man is asking for help. You fold your clothes. Well, I guess as long as you fold them and not just let them sit like I do. I leave them in my hamper until I'm ready to wash, and so then I have to empty my hamper so I can put in my dirt. Yeah. I'm trying to change. Trying to change my ways. Oh, you could make one. Are you handy, Felix? Like, are you a handyman type? You could make one, or you could like buy one to put together. Mahakal, welcome to my live. I need to declutter my closet too. A little at a time. I'm getting things done. Let's just go there. What are you guys doing on your Saturday? Let me push y'all back because I don't like being all in the camera. I should have got my hangers first. Yeah, I try to get fancy and get these kind of hangers. I tried with my child, but he breaks them so easily. He breaks all the hangers. I'm like, kid, chill out. Was that it? Okay, the rest of the stuff does not go hanging. I shouldn't say he's broken all his hangers. He can break any hanger that I've provided for him. Since you guys are in my closet, I was trying to be an artist because I have this big canvas that I bought at either Ross or Marshall's, and it had 2 horses on it. I got tired of the horses, so I'm like, let me do my own art instead of paying for something else. Do I dare show you guys? My God. Why are you calling me baby? Okay, thank you for liking my closet. Do I dare show you guys my artwork? I'm waiting for somebody to say yes or no. But this is going to poke. Then I found more paperwork. I thought I had gone through all my paperwork, and I found more. Because if you guys watch my videos, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, nobody's responding, so I'm gonna get out of my closet because I'm done in here. Oh, Jamie. Okay, y'all can laugh. I really don't care, and I don't even know if this is big enough. Look at my artwork. Yeah, I think you guys can see. Oh. So I originally did buy this at Ross for $24.99. That's why I was like, let me try to come up with my own. You know what I'm going to do is just probably start all over. Thank you, Bentley. Nick. Hello, Rich. I was trying to replicate what I did see that I liked. Yeah, this is my artwork that I did. I'm going to get out of my closet. That has stuff all over the way. Make sure I don't trip. Yeah, I got some kind of organization. I just spilled water all over me. Really smart, Vanessa. Really smart. Oh my gosh. Oh well. This is empty. It's all on me. I try to be organized, but I could do better. Felix! I don't ever go on dates, so I don't have a chance to wear any nice clothes. I'm literally wanting. I do have dresses. They're in my closet. I do have a few heels. But, good thing it is not cold here, so I will dry off. Because I just put this shirt on right before I started to record. That's how I'm going to title this live when I post it. I spilled water all over me. The time I. Nick wants to go on a date. Nick, we don't live close enough for a date. I'm seeing if I missed anything. No, I didn't. Felix. Oh, Felix makes me laugh. I don't know who you are, Mahakal. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I suppose one day I would be willing to travel or for a date. But not right now. Not as a mother with a son still at home. Night 88, hello. Yes, thank you, Felix. Bentley said, oh, nah. Yeah, what did you guys do so far today? Night, it's cold over there. Not here. Like, I could literally stand outside and dry off in probably 10 minutes. Oh, goodness. Bentley just woke up, picking up the house and errands. That's what I've been doing too, Felix. I was trying to clean up my kitchen. Nick already had breakfast and lunch. Knight is wearing his mom's pantyhose. Are you a woman, Knight? Jamie, maybe one day you can drink water without. I just. Wasn't there a thing going around where people would get the ice chest and dump it on the coach or something, dump it up on people? Bentley stayed up all night. Knight says he's a guy. McCall, I will not forget your closet. Doesn't seem like pantyhose would keep you out. No, they wouldn't. No. Not even leggings. You guys reminded me of something. What was I going to say? Let me go back and see what I was going to say. Oh, Nick reminded me because he said he had breakfast and lunch. I have not eaten. Thank you, Felix. That is good to know. You know, last night, if you were on my late live, I was talking about how I had too much pizza. So I felt gross. So I was like, I'm not going to eat today. So I had my cup of water with apple cider vinegar because that helps me like de-bloat. And it's almost 2 o'clock, and I'm proud I still have not eaten. Yep. It was the pizza. Bye, Bentley. Thanks for hanging out. Hey, Tomboy. Jamie, what restaurant? Oh, that does sound fun and interesting. Night had salmon. Felix loves grease. That's where the flavor is. It's in the fat. McCall had broccoli and papad with chutney. Chutney. Vanessa, should I ask him if he is a cross dresser? Nick, you already did. And he answered you. Have any of you been to those restaurants where they cook right in front of you? They're usually like Chinese type foods. I did go to one. We were celebrating a family birthday, and so we all went. It was fun. Although I will say I didn't like the food that I ordered. That's the thing about going to a new restaurant and you don't know what to get. And then you get very disappointed when you didn't like what you did order. Yes, the one here is called. What are they called? Benihani is what they're called here in Arizona. One day, one night, I get to eat like a pig. I'm doing it! Yes, Jamie. If I get invited to a new place, I'm all for it. It would be much like they'll toss me a bite and it'll hit me in the eye. Yeah, I was not letting them try to throw me food. I was like, pass. Oh, my phone. I don't answer phone numbers I don't know, y'all. If it's important, they will leave me a message, a text message, or a voicemail. Jamie's in California. I used to watch. Well, yeah, I used to because I don't subscribe to any cable or dish network, so I don't see a lot of channels anymore. But I used to like to watch Guy Fieri with his diners, drive-ins, and dives because he would go to all kinds of places. So it was neat to think. I never kept track of his places, but it was like, oh, I would like to go to that place one day. Felix, mostly I do too. But I was telling you, it did subscribe to Hulu because it was $1.99 at Black Friday time. I'm very tempted to get rid of my Netflix. And that's all I have. And of course, you have to pay for the internet. Well, Felix, that's why you found me because this is where you get your media. So I'm good with that. Is that the only reason? Nick, do you have any other services that you watch? Because I noticed you could find movies on YouTube. I don't mind the commercials either. I did subscribe to the whatever it is to get YouTube with no commercials. I was like, no, that I don't mind the commercials, so I cancel that. Yes, everything adds up. So I canceled a lot of things when I was deciding to become self-employed. Felix, it doesn't sound safe. I don't think Felix is a creep. What do I do? Well, of course, I'm here on YouTube. I'm not monetized yet, but I'm working towards it. I'm trying to have other sources of income. I know you are, Felix. Felix is a good dude, a good man. Um, whatever I do, if it works out, I'm going to share it with y'all. Right now, nothing is really doing anything, so I don't see the point in saying other than door dashing, and I don't even like door dashing right now either. I found you because you have a breathtaking smile. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you. I don't want to get married. Just sharing this. Thanks, Jamie. Jamie's funny. He's clarifying. And Knight is planning on seriously being a hosiery model. Knight, I hope there's a place for that because that doesn't sound like there's a market for it. But if there is, go for it. Felix, I'd probably get away from someone if their smile took my breath away. Has anyone ever had that moment though, seriously, when you see the opposite sex, and I'm saying that because I'm straight, and you literally do have your breath taken away? Has anyone had that moment? Thank you, Tomboy. Thank you. I'm trying to remember if I've had that moment. Anything, like you just look up and your breath is literally taken away just by, I mean, when you know, you know. Oh, Felix. The first boyfriend I had, he took my breath away every day. But we were not compatible at all. In the end, it was a very short-lived relationship. Mm-hmm. Felix says I started dating super young. My first girlfriend was a stripper who was also my babysitter. Really? Really, Felix? At the end of the night, she would give me all her dollars. How long did that relationship last, Felix? Tomboy, I have, but by their vibe, like good and so peeps, which are rare. When I've met the love of my life, I knew that she is my soulmate. We were 5 years in a relationship. I'll never ever find one. Oh, but you know what? Oh, you dated for 2 years, Felix, and he's not a pimp. Okay. I hope I have that moment again, but I'm glad that I did have it. You know, I'm grateful to say, yeah, I did have that moment. I'm a smooth operator. I like music. I like dance. I like to sing. I like to dance. Felix, do you like to dance? I know you like music. Losing the love of life is hard than never meet. It's harder than never meeting. Losing the love of your life is harder than never meeting. Yeah, because you never know what the feeling is if you never had it. Felix. Walmart frozen section. We will be out in public, and I'm like, son, record me so I can do a short. He won't do it because I totally would be dancing in public if he would record me. Thank you, Felix. I think, I feel like I'm an introvert. I think I'm an introvert. But at the same time, I do not mind doing crazy things. So, Jamie, if you're still on here, when are you going to go to that restaurant? Is it later? Hello, Katan. Kanta. Ganta. That sounds like sing. I can start a conversation with anyone pretty much, but I do have a limited social battery. I socialize. I can turn on my socialize button when I want to, but that is very rare. Very rare for me. I'm doing good. I'm doing good, good, good. When it's networking, I have no issue. Felix, that is interesting because you told us what profession you're in, and usually that profession they're very quiet. Maybe you can try dating an Asian guy. They're very kind and respectful. For example, Koreans are often Christians. Hmm. I don't know any Asian guys here. where I'm at, it's there's not a lot of diversity, but other social events. Nobody cares. Nobody. But I do think once I get comfortable with someone, I can talk too much. I go from not talking to talking too much. I live in Arizona. And right now, well, I'm seeing in other places. Welcome back, Nick. I'm seeing in other places that they are experiencing the illegals that have come into the United States. I don't see that around here where I'm at. I am like between Phoenix and Tucson area. But my brother did tell me he was at the gym and there was some people who were probably those illegals that came in and they were speaking in a language that sounded like Spanish, I guess, because I don't know exactly where they were from. And he was like, they know the tricks to get in. And he listened to them, and then my brother spoke up, and they were probably surprised because they're like, oh, I didn't know anyone was listening to us. That is a controversial subject, isn't it? My dad came, I'm sure he came illegally many, many, many years ago, but he did become a U.S. citizen and he did come over to work. But there are some people, Felix, you probably don't know, they come over here to use our free government taxpayer assistance. That's the word I've been hearing. And those are the ones that I have a problem with. Yeah. But like I said, you really don't see that much here. That is cool. Yeah, it is nice. Where I live, we have a very small little Mexican store. And I was thinking that would be so cool if they expanded and had more stuff. But because being illegal didn't warrant all this government assistance. And there's just got to be a better way. A better way, a different way. I do believe that a certain race does work harder than another. They'll get the job done. I do know that. So that is a plus for America. They're mostly Christians. All right, y'all. How can we lighten up this live? Jaritos and gancitos. Gancitos. What are those? They're your jam. I need to see what that is. Yeah, I don't. I'm not too familiar with a lot of stuff. Let's see. Oh, the sweet breads. Tomboy, I gotta be in a mood to dance on a live. I don't think I've ever done that. Your Nick was up to no good. um, Felix. That would be so fun if I could see you guys also. Yesterday, if you watched my short, I was in the mood for dancing. Today, um, I really should go sit outside to dry, get dry. Tomboy dances all the time, everywhere, and I don't know how to. All you gotta do is know the beat. No, the stand that you guys are on right now is it goes up, and that's what I put my phone on. No, no, I didn't yesterday. I make it work somehow. When I learned how to dance to um so when I learned how to dance to my first cumbia, that was my aunt who taught me how to dance in the restroom of the place that we were at. It was to celebrate my uncle's wedding. And so I learned in the bathroom how to dance. And then I was at another place for another family get together. And we have a longtime family friend. He's a black man. He's like my uncle. And he told me, it's all in the knees. You just bounce to the beat. He's like, it don't matter what song it is. So I always think about those folks when I think about how my dancing started. You can't get too jiggy with it. That's too funny. And then my good friend throughout basically junior high and high school, she has I'm saying race because sometimes people just know how to dance better than others. Like you think it's in their blood. So she is half Mexican and half black. She didn't have no rhythm, y'all. Every time we go out on the dance floor, she's like, Vanessa, am I on beat? And I'm like, girl. Usually she wasn't, but she was still out there. You could do a rain dance. You know what, Felix? Speaking of that, I would love to go to a place where Native Americans do their dance. They do have a parade, and they kind of do their dance in the parade. It's in another city, but I haven't really gone to it. T Mill, welcome to my live. Yes, it's going good. Are they called powwows? Yeah, the one that I went to, they weren't dancing. Because I know I told you that I had gone to one. I don't remember them dancing unless we got there too late. Got drum circles and very expensive jewelry stands run by white people. Yeah, that would be fun, I think, to go to at least one time. I know one of my classmates, she was the, I don't know, they call them queen or princess. I don't know, but she had won. Or if it was a pageant of some sort. So for the whole year, she was their person, their representative. The bells. I don't know. Is it Indian princess? Yeah, she was like the youth one. But I never thought to go to any of her events. Now that I think about it, she never invited us. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It was some kind of pageant. Nick. Nick makes me laugh too. Nick joined my live probably the first weekend I started going live. It's kind of one sided because I don't know y'all. Unless I can see that you have a video, a channel, and I can see you. Ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no valley low enough. Is that how it goes? Nick. Yes, Nick. Remember I was telling you should do some kind of profile. Because if I remember correctly, Nick said he was looking for a girl. Don't stop, get it, get it. Don't stop, get it, get it. Yeah, out of everyone on here, I think Felix is the only one that has a channel and he has some videos, so I know he's real. Like I know that that profile picture matches him. Thank you, Nick. And Felix tells me about him, so I'm getting to know him through my chats. I think everybody's life is kind of boring. But if it's the right person, it's not boring to the others. You know what I mean? I think my life is boring. I just stay home. Oh, let me tell you why I'm not door dashing too much these days, because if anyone has ever door dashed or interested in doing it, the first 50 deliveries you could DoorDash anytime. You could just sign on and say, I want to dash. But now you have to schedule yourself after you're 50. Well, now it says it's busy. So that's why I'm like, I thought you DoorDash whenever you want, at any time. It's a privilege to be bored because it hasn't always been this way. Oh, for you, Felix, you can dash to my door. Tell you one thing about me. I like to read magazine books. Nick, what kind of magazines? It would be fun to meet you guys in person. And one day I might get to the point where I can travel. There's a Hustler magazine, I'm guessing is what Felix is asking, but Nick is saying it's a movie magazine. So do you like movies, Nick? I remember you were good at the Christmas vacation trivia that I did. Yeah, I do like movies too. Movies, music, dance, cooking, baking, read. Well, not so much reading now that I'm older. Thank you, T Mill. Let's see what else. I like sports. I like to play sports. I like to watch sports. I like, of course, makeup, skincare. Um, you know what I was thinking? Whenever my son is an adult, responsible for himself, and if I still need to figure out a income source situation, I was thinking of working for a cruise ship. Wouldn't that be fun? Felix likes philosophy and horror fiction. Miguel, the old television series were great. I've never been on a cruise, but if I worked for them, that would be like a win-win. So I might look into it. There's just so many ideas, so many things I would like to do. Felix. My son is getting a job, so he's like, Mom, you don't have to worry about me asking for money. I told him he didn't have to because I want him to focus on school, and he's still in sports, but I'm glad, I'm proud of him for getting a job. They will leave you. But I'd probably have to get a passport, wouldn't I? So I need to get that settled. That's good, Felix. Write a fun list of what you want to do. You know, I did my vision board, but there's just not enough space to put all the things I want to do. So I do have a list going, Tomboy, already. And I need to add the cruise ship to it, though, because that's new. That's a new thought. T-Mill is an exterminator who loves science and doing jobs and intrigued by the insects I run across. It has to be interesting to be an exterminator because you go from house to house. Yeah, that has to be interesting. I remember the old track phones. What do you pay by the minute? Yes. Lizzie, welcome to my live. I haven't, but I think Felix is asking T-Mill. Start small to easy reachable ones. Yes. Yeah, that would be fun. I did want to go on a hot air balloon. That was on my list, but then there was an accident last year. Because I do that a lot here in my area. I think it was, I don't even know how it happened. But now I'm thinking, do I really want to go on a hot air balloon now? I came across one on my road. Ooh, explain what it looks like. Wait, let me just pull it up. No on the hot air balloon. They do them at night. They kick off the season, and that's the one I really want to go to. I think it starts in November. Thank you, Lizzie. I'm going to pull up what Felix was talking about. Mm. So they are like bees? Is that what it is? Life takes me on a ride every day. Every day, every day. Yeah, that's what popped up when I typed that in. Where is my list at? I'm trying to get very organized, you guys. But using what I have, I'm not going to go and spend all kinds of money. I'm going to get my life together. I want to I'm going to make my Hallmark life, get myself together, and look like I just stepped out of a magazine. That's been my goal for a few years, but I haven't gotten there. The one I seen was like 4 inches long, and it didn't have my phone. Oh my goodness. But so you said it's like a hornet. We're helping you out by organizing your mental health. I mean, yes. I've always been a person who writes down goals. I was looking at an old list I had shortly after I had my son. I was like, and it made me a little bit sad because I was like, I want to have a second child. That didn't happen. I want to get married. That hasn't happened. And I was like, I want a 4-cylinder car. I want a 6-cylinder SUV. I want an 8-cylinder truck, all top of the line. I laugh at my goals that I wrote back then. Most of my goals have been accomplished from back then. Now I've got to come up with new ones. Lizzie E says, "Oh, thank you, Lizzie." She says, "You're gorgeous. Tu corazón es hermosa y eres bella por dentro y por fuera." 8, Vanessa, the independent, self-sustaining silver boss. You know, I didn't realize how hard it was to get a house because there are people I know that are my age and have never been a homeowner. And I can say that I've owned 5 homes. It wasn't the plan from the beginning. Not at all, but that's just how it's happened. And I don't plan on staying here for too long, so hopefully I'll have number 6 very soon. Hopefully with a husband. That would be nice. A bat bug. Let me pull that up. Bat bug. If I could spell it right. No, I didn't want to be a landlord, so I sold. I would sell, buy. See, I didn't even know anything about that because um, I came from families, generations where you get a home and you stay in it forever. Like that is your root. That is home. That's where your kids can come back to. That's how I was raised. So I had no clue about the real estate at all. Didn't know it existed. So that's why it just amazes me how my life has turned. How my life has been. Okay. This is a bat bug. Eight. We have a Starbucks inside of the grocery store here, but I have the inside scoop. Is that a bed bug? No, it says bat bug. I have the inside scoop that a standalone Starbucks is coming. Yeah, it says bat bug. I don't recall seeing those. Yeah, once I learned how to make coffee, I ended up making it myself. Well, should I say is because thanks to instant coffee, I make my own coffee at home. Kadir, hello, welcome to my live. Most of Starbucks is just sugar anyway. I need to get you guys closer so I'm not leaning forward. And it's sweet. See, if I have my coffee, I can't have black coffee. It has to be sweetened or flavored. Vanilla flavor. What else have I used? Make a cup of coffee, throw some Baileys inside, and watch some more movies so we can do more trivia. Maybe I should do a poll on a post and just have it. I wonder if I could do an open one so people can type in their favorite movies. Yeah, we could do that. That's easy because I just pull it up on my phone and ask you guys the questions. I think we have a lot of movie watchers in here. I think we can say we all have that in common. Maybe. Hey, what does that mean? What you just wrote? It doesn't sound right, but oh, okay. Yeah, it used to be on my good side, but now you just quickly you just quickly change that. But bed bugs originate from bats. Okay, so it's just now coming to me, T Mill. So the bat bug is literally from bats. Well, 8, I'm not 69 years old. That's why I think Felix put it was inappropriate. Maybe. I need to stop assuming for people. But no, I'm not 69 years old. That's why I was like, you just went down on my like list. um, it wasn't a good joke for me. I forget how many people are in here. Lizzie, see, I forgot you were here. Yeah, I don't know how old he is. He's usually very supportive, but don't really know much about him. Welcome back, Nick. The other day when I was doing a live, somebody was making fun of my nose. So I said the comment out loud, and my son listened. My son gets like, he's surprised at the comments. in my lives. He's like, he's in shock when he hears. And I'm like, it doesn't. And I told him, I was like, my people, they defend me. Felix, I don't see what you're seeing. You said there's asterisks, there's highlighting. One day I decided to go get my son and I at Starbucks. This was, I don't know what if there was a special occasion. Maybe it was Mother's Day. Maybe. The line was so long. I was like, that's the last time. We ended up staying in the line, but I was like, that is the last time we're getting Starbucks. I did try Dunkin' Donuts once, and I can't really say if it was better or not because I cannot remember. Nick likes Starbucks. What do you like from Starbucks, Nick? When I go to Starbucks, I usually get a frap because I don't like too much coffee flavor, and I need it to be sweet. Nick, I bought the chocolate mix from the store. It was not good. I've never tried hot chocolate from Starbucks though. Tea Mill is from Seattle, and that is where, yeah, that's where Starbucks originated, right? The coffee mecca of the U.S. Coffee is like wine to me. So you know the good stuff, Tea Mill, is what you're saying. Felix likes his coffee how I like my. Oh goodness, Felix. You quickly put in that JK. You should try Starbucks hot chocolate. I might, Nick. If we ever get that standalone and we can order on an app and just go and pick it up, I would. But didn't Starbucks originate in Seattle, or am I wrong about that? You know what else I know from Seattle? And T-Mill, you can correct me if I'm wrong. There is I've never been there, okay? Just heard about it. There's a Pete's Pikes fish philosophy or something like that. It became a leadership type of philosophy that went around. Nick drinks wine once in a while. That would be a good first date with someone. Not a first date. It would be a good date to go to a wine tasting place. I didn't even drink on New Year's. Good for you, Felix. Hello, John. Welcome to my live. And then T Mill is talking about the bats. Is there a lot of bats in Seattle? Sipping on some wine. Do a little driving. A public intox sounds like a hoot. No, you would do a Lyft. You would get a Lyft drive. You guys probably don't have that, Felix. If you don't have DoorDash, you probably don't have Lyft and Uber that can pick you up so you don't have to drive. I wouldn't mind drinking wine with you, Vanessa. T-Mill, that would be a good name if you guys have a lot of bats. Mm-hmm. Thank you, John, for the like. You know what, Felix? When you just said bats on the brain, I'm thinking about Rihanna's song. Is it Love on the Brain? Can't get enough. I'm trying to think of the songs, the lyrics, the rhythm. Well, if I do eat today, I'm thinking about having breakfast for lunch. I mean, breakfast for dinner. Yeah. Oh, that's a can't get. Is that the original? I didn't know that was a remake. Can't get enough. I'm not sure. I don't know if I know that Barry White. I open up my internet browser, whatever you call it. Of course, the bugs was on there. And then another page was surrendering a pet. The other page is the library calendar. I'm just laughing at my history. Can't go wrong with Barry White. Pancakes, bacon, and sausage. Make a meaty pancake taco with peanut butter and syrup. I was thinking of a Mexican breakfast. So there will be flour tortillas. What was that? My first, my last, my everything. I don't know the rhythm for that. Let let me find him. No, get out of there. Oh, I found it. Let's see. Oh, okay, I know what it is now. Hello, Dylan. You're thinking of a big back breakfast. Every now now and then I will make pancakes, but it's not an all-time thing. My son had seen a TikTok or something of someone who made bacon and dipped it into pancake mix. He's like, "Mom, can you make this?" I haven't done it yet, but I guess I could try. EJS is asking Felix. What? Felix says his actual name is biblical. Yeah, I can't play it because if I play it, I would have to delete that part from my live or I get a copyright strike. We got Nick number 2. T-Mill, yes, Starbucks, Amazon, Pike's Place Market. Oh! I don't even remember that philosophy now that I think about it. What I do remember is it was having fun in the workplace. For what purpose does food hold for if not to eat it? Bruce Lee, American Home was Seattle. We are close to each other, says Tomboy. To T-Mill. Dylan, don't buy Jerkmate Premium if you respect OG Jerkmate players. It's when Jimi Hendrix was huge in Seattle. I don't know what some of you guys type. Sometimes I have no clue. No comprendo. Seneca. Oh yeah, that movie Sleepless in Seattle. It's been years and years since I watched that. I know, right, Felix? Thankfully, it has a lid. I'm still a little bit damp. Seneca, that's nice of you to say. Senegal, what is that? Felix. Isn't that strange how you do, when you spend time with someone, you can literally like them more every day? That's why if I was in a relationship, I would not be doing, I don't think I would be doing lives. I really don't think I would. EJS is typing something. That's why one of my last relationships, in my opinion, they were not, what's that word? They were not faithful to me because they used to spend time with someone and it would just be them two talking. I'm like, of course you're gonna like someone when you spend time with together. They both insisted that nothing ever happened, but the end result told a different story. Excuse me has a knock knock joke. EJS has to be a young kid because he's talking about Fortnite. I do remember you, excuse me. I remember your name, but I don't really remember you, if that makes sense. 15 is young. Oh, okay. Joy, peace, happiness. I remember that live. I know, right, Felix? I don't know what to make of some of the comments. I think I said that earlier. You know what, Dylan? Either you leave or I will take you off of here. Because there's no need to have make the comments you're doing. This is a drug-free zone. T-mail. Tomboy, I have one. But this is the thing. My content is from a Christian woman point of view, and I do believe in giving people a chance to correct themselves. And if they don't, then yeah, Lady Sky is the one. Then I will take them off. Not today, Dylan. Not today. And I don't have a lot of people come in here, so it's not like I really need a moderator. I can moderate myself, you know? But that one day, Lady Sky has her own channel, so I felt comfortable in letting her be the moderator. See, I don't know nothing about EJS2. Give you that access. Or right, whatever we call it. God is good, God is great. and he gives people a lot of chances. That's why I'm trying to be Christian like. But when you know when you need to kick someone out. I know. I get that feeling too, Felix. Oh, someone sent me a comment. I'm gonna read it to you guys. I won't tell you who sent it, but I'm going to read it anyways. Okay, someone. Let's see. Where are they at? Unless they deleted it themselves. EJS, if Dylan is your friend, then you're guilty by association as well. Now I can't find that comment, you guys. It says something like, I don't think they were American because you can tell, the way they type. It says something like, I have a question for you. You don't have to be detailed. You can delete it after. It says something like, do you have something against men and against certain religious preference? So I was like, thank you for watching. And I put, I do give everyone a chance. What did I write? I wish I could find it. And they found like an old video to do that comment. It should still be here though. Because even when you delete things, I can still see the comment, is what I have learned. It it says I can search. Let's search for a keyword. I've never done this before. Okay, preference. That was a word. Oh wow, they must have deleted it. It's gone. Thank you, T-Mail, for the shout out. I guess it is gone. You know what? I went ahead and deleted those two newbies that came in because they kept on after I explained myself. I see those comments and I'm thinking to myself, I hope my son does not do that. if I know if I know he does that, I will set him straight. It's your channel. Do as you please. We need trolls. we need the trolls. Like I said, I keep them most of them on here and they will correct themselves, but then there's some people who I just you're right. That's why I try to give them the chance to correct themselves. I see where you're coming from, T Mill. All right, y'all. You know what? I'm going to take a break to go make lunch, dinner, whatever, because it's already 3 o'clock. But I am planning on coming on later. So if y'all have nothing to do and you want to keep me company, I will be on later. All right? So have a good rest of your day. Hope to see you soon.